All right, are we ready for our final storyteller of the evening? Yes. Okay. This one is very special because Michelle's told this story at a number of our other shows in different cities, but for the first time ever, she's telling it here because the story happened in Chicago. So you're in for a treat. So, without further ado, Michelle is a full-bodied Leo who is just as likely to show you the best night of your life as she is to make you question every decision you've ever made. Give it up for Michelle Murphy!
One more time and go. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall, to the wall.
Definitely the worst night of your life is what I'll show you. Oh my God. Okay, I know them. I saw them that fateful night. You guys, first, give it up for Chase for putting this show together, right? Definitely. I'm just gonna scooch this closer. Give it up for the Den. What a great fucking theater. And then mostly give it up for yourselves. You are a hot fucking cool down audience. I am so happy to be in Chicago. Jesus fucking Christ. We flew in from LA last night. Nary of 15 minutes had gone by, and we got scammed by a hotel in Old Town for $500. We didn't give a shit. We were just so happy to be here. We just sucked down Italian food and martinis, and we got in a fight with boomers at a bar. I was like, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Like, Chicago's so good, my spirits can't be dampened. I'm not going to get on the flight tomorrow to LA. I'm not going to do it. Fuck that place. Also, I'm sorry, that's my Tuesday night. Sabrina's Scientology, that's the date that I have coming up. Like, I can't. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stop jizzing all over Chicago. But I'm just so happy to be back here. What a fucking city. Clap again for yourselves. Yeah. All right. So this story takes place in 2019, and I was basically a broken person. I had been gearing up to propose to my ex, and we lived together, and he dumped me over email. I know. The subject line was hi. I was like, my dude, I think you meant bye. Like, or at the very least, aloha. It's open to interpretation. Like, what the fuck? So I am dead inside. I am in a pit of despair. I'm unwell, right? And I'm not in a position to hook up with anybody else. There's no rebound in my mind. Like, the hottest guy could walk into the room and show me his dick, and I would just cry on it and be like, I loved an elf one time because he asked me a question about myself and said a witty thing. Like, no, I was fucked up. And my friend, she was having a hard time too. She was really sad for different reasons, but she was like, dude, why don't you just come visit me? We'll have a weekend where we're just depressed 30-year-old girlies. We'll braid each other's hair, like we'll have a spa day, whatever. I was like, honestly, that sounds really good to me. But the weekend that she suggested this was St. Patrick's Day weekend, okay? And I'm a Murphy, right? And then the city that she lived in that she wanted me to visit was Chicago. Yeah. We were like, we see no issues. All of our family and friends were like, you dumb bitch. Like, the last time you were in Chicago for St. Patrick's Day, you talked your way out of a public urination ticket at the Bean. And by talked my way out, what they mean is that I ran from the cops and I just tripped Notre Dame bros in my wake. I was like, get them, not me, you know? But we were like, no, this is gonna be different, okay? We're like mature. This is like an elevated, sophisticated weekend. Nobody fucking bought that. So I get in on a Friday. We get takeout. We eat it at her apartment, which is overlooking the lake. And we're like, how divine are we? You know what I mean? Like, this is great. And then we're like, but tomorrow we might have to participate just a little bit, just a kiss, just a touch of it, you know? Because as you guys know, I have to explain this in every place I've told this story, and it's way too decrepit. I have to stop telling it. I need to retire it here tonight. But I tell other places, I'm like, in this country, on St. Patrick's Day, everybody's Irish. But there are a few fucking just a few, where everyone's fucking Irish, and this is one of them, right? So we're like, we have to just participate a bit. We'll say hello, and then we'll leave, and we'll have our spa day. And what that meant is that we started at 8:30 a.m. with Jell-O shots at her boss's house, who's a civil rights lawyer, okay? Naturally, I was blacked out by noon. So we're in it. It's too late. We can't go back. The train has left the station. I'm in every Irish bar that exists. Like, we are getting so fucked up. And then by 4:15, I turn to her and I'm like, dude, I can't. We owed ourselves a mature weekend. She's like, yeah, all right, let's end it. So we go to an Italian restaurant. And you know when you've blacked out and you blacked back in, but you haven't gone to sleep? We're hungover, we're haggard, we haven't rested. So we feel really good about the choice, but we look like the Walking Dead. So we go into this restaurant, we order pasta, we order red wine, we're like, good choice us, we're changing everything, you know? And then I notice out of the side of my eye, these two guys walk in, and one of them is so fucking hot, you guys, like, oh my God. He looks like a combination of Robb Stark from Game of Thrones. Who knows him? Okay, don't worry, I have another point of comparison, if not that. Any millennial One Tree Hill girlies in the room? Okay, he looks like Nathan from One Tree Hill mixed with Robb Stark, so he's hot as dick, okay? And I'm like, look alive, bitch. She doesn't, she's a zombie, and then we're like, oh, you know, whatever. But then something happens, which is this guy, and I'm gonna call him Nathan because I don't know his name. And so, he steps into the light, and I notice something about him, which is that his skin's a little tight. It's a little moisturized. It's a little dewy. And there's something in his eyes. What is it? It's this feeling of maybe hope. and I decided I wasn't attracted to that anymore. I was like, no, they need to have suffered. They need to know the long, dark night of the soul, okay? Like, not interested. That's a baby boy in this world. Like, move on, next. He has optimism, not right for me. So Nathan's out of my mind, right? So we're eating, and Hot Nathan and his friend are like making glances at us, and then finally they approach us, and his friend says, can I ask you a question? And I was like, yeah, free country, because it was back then, before the fascism, you know? And so it was like, whatever. He's like, did it hurt? And I'm like, oh, well, don't you worry. It's about to get fucking crazy. Because I'm like, when I fell from this guy, like, did what hurt? You know. And he was like, does it hurt to carry the weight of 1,000,000 souls? Because when I look into your irises, I can see each and every one of them that you're holding. I did not want to bang this man, but I was like, pull up a chair, you fucking freak. Like, this is a yapper. Like, let's fucking talk. Let's have a chaotic ass night. So he pulls up a chair, so does Hot Nathan. And they say they're 24. They say they're 24, okay? Young, dewy, hopeful. They say they're 24. I don't know. They got in the bar. I don't know. And we're like, oh, well, like, we could have been, like, old enough to be your babysitters. They're like, we're trying to hit on you. Like, please stop making this weird. And we're like, oh, sorry, but okay. But maybe we still could have. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So they're shooting their shots. We're like, whatever. We're gremlins. Like, who cares? Nothing fucking matters. I'm surprised they're interested, honestly. And so we finish our meals, and that's nice. And then they're like, do you want to go to a party with us after? And my friend and I are like, YOLO. We don't have anything going on. We're both so sad. So we get in a cab with them, and we go to what I know is a college party. And the reason I know this is because a girl comes up to me, she's like, fuck Northwestern, they think they're better than us. And I was like, yeah, fuck college, I left. She's like, oh, it's so fucking cool. I was like, no, ma'am, let me correct you. I'm matriculated, I am in debt, it is a disaster, it's a scam, it's a grift. Like, we're not the same age, it's different, right? And for some reason, my friend and I, we were like, let's just lean all the way in. And so we bought fireball shots for everyone at the bar to make their nights even more miserable, right? And also, we had a nonprofit salary. Like, we had no business doing that, but we were like, college, like, we were, you know. And so everyone is developing a headache as we're passing out these shots. And then something happens where I notice every woman at the bar is going after Hot Nathan because he's very hot, right? And something in me kind of changes a little bit and is activated because I'm like, well, he's a baby, and also I'm the youngest sibling. I'm a baby. Like, I'm a baby, you know, I'm baby girl. And like, if everybody wants that thing, I would like that thing definitely for sure. So I'm like, oh, things have shifted. So I turn to my friend and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep with him, and she's like, I figured, because he's very hot and you're very broken. And I was like, great, I didn't need the editorial, but thank you. Like, okay. Simple no would have been, you know, whatever. And so she's like, I'm going. I'm like, I get it. So I go up and I signal to Hot Nathan. I'm like, cat and mouse is over. Let's fucking go, be babies, you know? So we're like, it's on. So we're going out in these streets in Chicago. We are getting so fucked up. Also, I hadn't been back to Chicago. I went to college in Iowa. We'd come in here. Only 4 people went to my college. It was a small liberal arts. So when you needed to fuck somebody else, you drove to Chicago, right? So I hadn't been to Chicago in a minute, and I'm like running into old college friends who haven't seen me in 6 years. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, I know, he's so hot. And I don't know where I am. Like, Franklin, you were there. Where were we? Where the fuck were we that night? Sure, yeah, totally. That's what I was gonna say, right? Like, so it's getting really debaucherous, and then finally Hot Nathan and I are like, we're tired. Like, let's go. So we go back to his Airbnb where his freaky ass friend has already passed out. And his friend has locked us out of the Airbnb because he's so wasted. Because, I mean, you heard what he said to me about my irises. That was crazy, right? And so we're like trying to get in. We're scaling the building. We're seeing into other people's St. Patrick's Day, which is like way kinkier than I would have expected for St. Patrick's Day. I would expect everybody's just like farting and shit. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm like, whoa, you guys are still doing shit, like whatever. And so, I mean, you know, it's like the beer, whatever. Okay, don't judge me. And so we're like, we've seen enough. And he's like, okay, I'm going to get us a hotel. And I was like, that feels a little young male gigolo to me. And he was like, okay, well, I need somewhere to sleep as well. So I'm getting one regardless. And I like really hope you join me, but I'm doing this. And I was like, I was kidding. Like, you're so hot. Let's go, you know? So we go to this hotel. I don't know where it was. I was too far from Franklin to know where the fuck I was at that point. And it's a very hip hotel. It's like a WeWork. It has wallpaper and stuff on the inside. And yeah, I mean, you remember, it folded, Scientology, whatever. And so we go in, and like a little robot brings us a cold brew. I'm like, I don't need a cold brew. It's 2 a.m. What the fuck is going on here? But the receptionist, this gay receptionist, is so cute. And as we check in, he like gives me a little wink, like, damn, bitch, how did you? And I'm like, no, I know, it's crazy, right? Good for me. And so we do our little check-in, and we go up and we start, you guys, you know, birds me, like you guys know. And so we start like doing things, and then he's like, oh, hey. I'm like, nobody approach me ever again with the words hi or hey. You're about to tell me over email. He's like, hey, I don't have a condom. And I was like, oh, hey, like, better find one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an older woman, and I don't know your situation. And he's like, okay, yeah. I think I saw a place on the way in. I'm going to run and grab one. Great, go with God, babe. So, you know, he leaves. 25 minutes goes by. That's normal. You're running an errand. You have to transact. You have to check out. You have to walk back. Like, I understand that, right? 45 minutes goes by. I'm like, whoa, that's not feeling as good for me anymore, spiritually. Then an hour and a half goes by. And at the hour and a half mark, I realize this man has left his jacket and his phone in the hotel with me. You guys know the streets of Chicago on St. Patrick's Day, it is cold as tits, okay? I'm like, he is out there without a jacket, with no communication, and he's dead. And so that's that. Like, fuck. So I call the receptionist, and I'm like, I swear to God I never do this, but like I was gonna propose to my ex because it's all about the show, you know what I mean? And like he dumped me over email, and the receptionist is like, wait, why are you calling? I was like, oh right, yeah, sorry, focus. Focus, bitch. I was like, I'm the one who walked in here with the hot guy. He's like, oh, honey, like I remember you. And then he was like, he is not back yet. The 7-Eleven is down the street. It's on the corner of this block. I sent him there. I was like, oh my God. He goes, get down here, bitch. I was like, okay, bitch. So I scamper down. I'm not wearing socks or shoes. I feel very at home at this WeWork, right? And I go up to the receptionist, and he's at the front desk with a bunch of drag queens. They've just come out of a show. They look amazing. And I like go scurry up to them, and they're like, well, tell us about him. And I'm like, well, he's a child and he's missing. I'm like, I don't know. And he's hot. What do you know, fuck. And they're like, oh my God, girl. I'm like, I know. And so we're trying to figure out what to do. And as we're doing this, I'm like, what am I going to tell his parents? Like, I did not know him very long, but he was very fine. Like, I'm sorry, he's dead. And so we're all like, what do we do? And then we're like, we need to call this in. Like, we have no option. It's been way too long. It's time to call Child Protective Services. And so we're like, we're gonna report a missing boy, you know. And as we're reaching for the phone, it rings. And the receptionist picks up, and the sister hotel, the branch hotel that is 1.6 miles away from where we are, is like, did a tall drink of water. Everybody knows he's hot, you know, like wander in here by accident and he means to be there? And we were like, yes, put his fine ass in a car and send him home. Thank God. So they're like, okay, whatever, sure. So they put him in a car. I tell all the drag queens, I'm like, scram, because I know he's gonna feel so self-conscious, you know? And then like, and they're like, good luck, girl. I'm like, thank you, girls. So like, oh fuck. So like, this man, the doors part, he walks in. He was 6'4", for the record. I've never seen a man's head hang so low. I mean, I have. They're full of shame, but like this one like hit different. So he walks in and he walks up to me. He and I hug. He and the receptionist hug. The receptionist and I hug. We all start crying because we have been on a journey tonight. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't think I could ever sleep with anyone again. And here I was, not only thinking he was a hot piece of ass, but I wanted a good future for him. I wanted him to pass his SATs. I was like, I celebrate him, I root for him, you know? Like, so it's very emotional and we're all hugging and crying and whatever. And then I was like, don't worry, he's still so hot, I definitely want to fuck him. And so we go back up, even though the mood has changed, if I'm being honest. And we go in the hotel room and we start doing things. And that's, yeah, thank you. I really should face you guys more. Let me just scurry back. And so we go up and we're doing, you get it, you know, we're doing stuff. And then he's like, hold on, can we pause? Which of course, those are the rules, right? And then he's like, oh, God, this is tough. He's like, can we not have sex tonight? And I'm like, yes, because also those are the rules. If you don't want to, you don't. Like, that's how it goes. But follow up, how are you doing? Because I'm not the one who was lost on the streets of Chicago looking for a condom for 2 hours. Are you okay, baby? You know what I mean? Like, what's that? You know, what's going on? And he was like, yeah, that did change things, if I'm being honest. And he was like, but it wasn't really that as much as it was me having like a lot of casual sex lately. And yeah, and well, no, you actually have no idea where it's going. I thought you did, but we can't possibly imagine. And he was like, I've just been having so much casual sex lately, and I'm realizing like sex is a really intimate thing, and I think I'm like really falling for you. And I think I just want to like take you out on a date and get to know you. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, Gen Z, I'm so proud of you. For expressing your desires and boundaries, you know, like, because we didn't do that enough as millennials. Like, I wish we had. Do I wish it were happening now? No, you know, but good for you, baby boy. Like, good for you for saying what you want, which is to date. That's insane, by the way. He doesn't live in Chicago either. Neither of us did. But I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud you were vulnerable just now. But that's a hard no for me, babe. Like, I was almost affianced. Like, I can't do that. I can't handle that. But you're nice and very hot. And so like, I'm not gonna have you take me out on a date, but we can just hang out tonight. We obviously don't have to hook up, like, of course, you know, whatever. Weird night, that's okay. Sometimes you just call it, you know? And he's like, all right, thanks, I guess. And so then we're like laying next to each other and then we start like kind of macking and doing things that people do and we're like touching each other's bits. And I'm like, well, hold on here. I want to keep checking in because I want to do stuff, but I want to respect. And he's like, no, I really want to do all this. I'm like, okay, well, like, okay, what, you know what I mean? And so it starts escalating. And I'm really wishing it would go in like a certain direction, but whatever. And then what happens next, it's gonna be hard for me to explain tonight because I do have family here, namely my godfather. Don't look around. Don't try to identify, eyes up here. But in lieu, okay, in lieu of us having sex, what he did was he suspended me in 2 corner windows of the hotel looking down on the streets of Chicago, and he ate my ass for 2 hours. What? And as I was suspended up there, I remember thinking, like between here and heaven, transcending all time and space, I thought to myself, like, wow, the youth today have a really crazy idea of intimacy. Like, because I would think this is a little more intimate than P and the V sex, you know? Whatever. So it was crazy. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me. I come down from my pedestal. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, okay, like, and now I'd like to like take you out to breakfast. I'm like, first of all, I always said we were never going on a date. Second of all, you just ate. Like, we're done here. You know what I mean? Like, no. And no. No, thank you. No. I need to go find my friend, okay? So I leave. We kiss each other goodbye or whatever. I go crawl into my friend's bed. She's like, I wish you wouldn't. I'm like, that's fair. Don't sex shame me, but that's really fair. And then what happened was because my libido was the floodgates had opened after I was so heartbroken, I actually had to call in sick to work for 2 days to jerk off. I work for a suicide prevention line. I was like, don't kill yourself. I'm busy. I'm hot again. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. And because I had arrived at spiritual enlightenment, and it didn't take Scientology. And I just... We're like not allowed to joke about it in LA. It's crazy. So I shouldn't have even said that just now. Erase it. And I think about Hot Nathan a lot. And I remember when we said goodbye, like the last words he said to me, he was like, hey, about last night, please never tell anyone that this happened. But he knows the business of yapping I'm in, right? And so I want to dedicate tonight to him and to his sacrifice, and I want to dedicate it to you and the people of Chicago who made that fucking night happen. I love you guys. You are the best audience. Thank you so much. Mwah.